After losing to West Indies, the next game was against Zimbabwe, and we had a good first match against Zimbabwe. We thought that if we can pull this match, we have a good chance of coming back into the World Cup, coming back in our group. We elected to bat first on a pitch, which was I think conducive to the fast bowlers and. It all started in the morning. Sunil Gavaskar and Srikanth opened the innings, but we lost early wickets. I remember walking in maybe in the 5th or 6th over of the match and getting out, playing leg glance and getting caught behind. Nobody, not me, not Indian players, nobody in the world, those who follow cricket, those who understand cricket, those who have played this game at various levels, would have imagined that India could recover, India would post a good total after losing 5 wickets for 15. But things started changing. I remember we sitting in the dressing room with wanted to hide our faces because the crowd, the Indian supporters who had gathered, who was with the team, who was behind the Indian team, who was behind the Indian players, suddenly started passing nasty remarks, and rightfully so. Nobody would like their team losing 5 wickets for 15, and that too against Zimbabwe. Due respect to Zimbabwe team, but they bowled brilliantly. They not only bowled brilliantly, but in that entire 1983 World Cup, if I have to say that the best fielding side, if one has to pick, it was Zimbabwe 1983 team. Kapil Dev, as Kapil Dev entered, there was a last chance we had. We were inside the dressing room, Sunil, myself, Farooq Engineer, I remember, who was doing commentary, who came inside to give a pep talk to us. There were other senior guys like late Raj Singh Dungarpur. There were BCCI senior committee members also. But it was a quiet. It was a pin drop silence in the dressing room, and we just hoping, we had kept our fingers crossed that this is the day, this is the time, and our captain Kapil Dev would deliver something extra special. And my God, what happened? History. I don't think I have seen a better one-day inning played at any stage, at anywhere, on any ground, against any attack, against any conditions, under any circumstances. What Kapil did was a magic, and people not only remember, but he turned the tables. In any form of cricket, partnerships have very important value, very important role to play. And Kapil scored 178, but the support he got from the other end, be it from Madan Lal, be it from Roger Binney, be it from Syed Kirmani, they all chipped in along with Kapil. And Kapil Dev, we all know, he was always explosive from ball number 1 till he gets out. But that particular inning, it was most well planned. How one should plan an inning, how one should approach the inning, it was a perfect example. And I don't think Kapil has ever played such an inning, or I don't think many great cricketers have played such innings. Kapil started slowly. He was very slow in the beginning. He was maybe overcautious, if I have to say, in the beginning, but that helped. I think that gave not only Kapil confidence, but that built confidence in his partner also. But once he settled down and he batted like a champion, and that brought us back. That was, I think, the turning point of entire 1983 World Cup for the Indian team. That not only gave Kapil himself confidence as a captain, as a player, but that inning gave entire Indian team a different kind of confidence, and we thought that we have done it. But of course, mind you, the Indian inning was over. There was still Zimbabwe to bat. The wicket had improved, the conditions had improved. Now the conditions in the morning, the conditions which helped the bowlers, the conditions had changed, and it was helping the batters. It is very important for a team to play as a team, to play and perform as a unit. If Kapil scored 175, and as I said earlier, he was very well supported by Madan Lal, Roger Binney, Balwinder Sandhu and Syed Kirmani. We had posted a total, and the conditions, though it favored bowlers in the morning, now the tide had changed. It suddenly appeared that it was a batting wicket. And the hero from the Zimbabwe side was, of course, again Kevin Curran, who scored, I think, 60 odd runs, brilliant 60 odd runs. He kept hopes alive. If Kapil brought us back in the game, Kevin Curran kept Zimbabwe's hopes alive in that match. But what a bowling performance by Indian bowlers. Roger Binney and Madan Lal picking 5 between them, and then ably supported by Jimmy Amarnath, Balwinder Sandhu, Kirti Azad. They all bowled well, and I think this win was very, 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 very important. I think this win changed the scenario. This win changed the entire table of World Cup. Also, this win gave us a chance of reaching the semi-finals. Like before reaching London and before start of the World Cup, if nobody had imagined, not us also, that India would beat West Indies in the first match, and now here we are playing Australia after beating West Indies, after beating Zimbabwe twice, and now we have to face Australia. Australia were clear favourites, but the confidence is so important in the game of cricket. We had the confidence. Australia were minus Dennis Lillee and Kim Hughes. The conditions were just right for Indian team, not only for our bowlers, for our batter also. I think we played our best cricket on that day against Australia, be it bowling, be it fielding, be it batting. It was again very important to have a good start. Shrikant, Sunil, followed by in-form Jimmy Nath, myself, Yashpal Sharma, Kapil Dev, and our tailenders. Tailenders? No, I shouldn't be saying tailenders. Performers. We had 14 performers in that team. We started well, we finished well. We played all 60 overs, we managed 247, and I think on that particular wicket, 247 was not a big target, but not smaller target either. After scoring 247, we had not much time before going back in the field. The conditions were again favourable for the bowlers. Bowlers had done exceptionally well, but the change which I saw that day during that break was Kapil inviting the bowlers for a special conversation. What word we had, what things he had to share with the fast bowlers, Indian team fast bowlers, only Kapil can say. But that gave us, I think, extra confidence, and this was first time happening for the Indian team, captain talking to his bowlers. And when we entered the field, we knew that we are going to do something special. Our fielding was remarkable, our bowling was remarkable, our attitude was brilliant. The good things which we had done in our batting department, we wanted to follow it up in our fielding and bowling also. And we knew that this was the game, this was the time, this was the match. As I said earlier, must kind of a situation for India to reach the semis. We were not only confident, we were not overconfident, but we were sure of playing, we were sure of performing to our abilities. And it so happened that we not only started well, but we finished well. We beat mighty Australians by not a little margin, but by margin of 100 plus runs, which was a big win for India. India had beaten Australia, India had reached semi-finals. My God, even today, it's very, very difficult to believe. The team which had lost 2 friendly matches prior to the World Cup, prior starting of the World Cup, and now reaching the semi-finals and playing England. To play England in England is a different scene altogether.